welcome to my channel. I trust you are all doing well. Thank you so much for clicking on this video and tuning in today. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Barbara. I go by the name of Simple Yet Stylish on all socials, and I upload fashion and lifestyle content. So if any of those two topics are of interest to you, then consider hitting the subscribe button. And for my returning subscribers, thank you so much for your ongoing support. Now, as you guys can tell by the title of today's video, I'm going to be sharing some pieces that I have been purchasing, luxury pieces to be more precise, that I have been purchasing over the course of the last few months. So from the start of 2025, I've been purchasing these items here and there, just preparing myself for my fall, winter wardrobe, my style, and my overall fashion looks for the colder season. Fall, winter, especially fall, that's my favorite season because that's when my favorite colors are pushed to the forefront of fashion. It's all about layering your style, your outfits, your pieces, and that more so is overall my aesthetic. And I just love dressing up for fall, winter. So quick disclaimer, before I actually get into showing you these pieces, all of them, I believe all of them are black. So let me just let you know that from the start of the video. Now, there are two that aren't in boxes because I've been using one of them non-stop, and then the other one I bought at the start of the year and I actually unboxed it in a vlog, but the rest of them are still in the boxes and haven't been used, so you will get a little bit of an unboxing. But now that we've got that long intro out the way, let's get straight into the video and let me show you guys my favorite luxury fall pieces for 2025. So I'm going to try and do this in the order of when I purchased it, but it might not go that way, but either way, it's fine. The first one is actually my first luxury purchase of the year. And if you know me, I love shoes. So it is a pair of shoes. Now, these are the YSL jean slingbacks. I absolutely love these. They are so beautiful. It's a very, very classic type of shoe. And the reason why I purchased these, I know that they are very, very popular amongst the girlies, but the reason why I purchased these is because number one, YSL is my favorite brand. And number two, their shoes that I have are very, very comfortable. And number three, I love their overall aesthetic. If you've noticed, YSL have taken, I would say YSL are giving us a blast from the past in terms of like the 80s style with boxy, oversized blazers with, silhouettes that shape and accentuate your waist. And then you've got high-waisted trousers or bottoms. Some of them are sort of like barrel leg. And then you've got very, very pointy shoes. And so this just fits my aesthetic overall and the type of clean luxury look that I'm going for. Now, as you can see, it's got the gold detail at the front and then it says YSL right there. And the heel height, I can't remember the heel height, so I'll pop it on screen. But for me, these are very, very comfortable. Now, as you can tell, it is a slingback, of course. And I will say, if you haven't worn them, I would say if you purchase these, sorry, wear them around your home first because they are very, very, very slippery at the bottom. Unless you're one of those people that gets your shoes sort of like laminated and, all of that customization at the bottom, because it is very, very slippery. So be careful if you're wearing them out. But besides that, they are absolutely beautiful. I know that YSL do have these style of shoes in different colors. They've got the patent brown, which doesn't have this at the front. And then they've got other styles as well, which has the sort of like gems or stones at the front as well, which are absolutely beautiful. And I think they all come in the form of a slingback. So these I absolutely love. I purchased them, I think I ordered them around New Year's, but then they came the start of January. So it technically is a 2025 purchase. And quickly, my size is a Euro 39, which is a UK size 6, and I believe is a US size 8. So if you are into these shoes, or if you're looking for these shoes, I would highly recommend you purchase them or try them on. I know that other places do have dupes as well. I did see some dupes on ASOS when these shoes were very, very popular. I would say definitely invest in this pair because it's absolutely gorgeous and I don't think you would regret it. Another thing as well, YSL I've noticed tends to run true to size, very, very true to size. So for someone like me who has wide feet, I tend to tread carefully because I do have another pair of YSL heels. They're not here right now. I've actually taken it to the shoemaker to see if they can fix it, because it's a heeled sandal, but it's got a strap at the back, and the strap broke because I was trying to put my foot in it, and I had just given birth, and my feet were still very, very swollen. So that was a huge mistake on my part. But even with these, sometimes I have to be just a little bit careful when I'm putting the strap on. And that's not because of the size of the shoe, that's just because of how much stretch is in the strap. So there isn't much stretch in there compared to other slingbacks that I have that are much more stretchy. So I would say be careful. I don't think sizing up would make a difference. So I would just say be careful when putting it on and putting the strap on at the back, especially if you have wide feet. But besides that, I absolutely love these shoes. I have worn them a couple of times, but not to walk a lot. So as you can see, the bottom is practically clean, like very, very clean. Yeah, very clean. So that's the first thing that I wanted to show you guys, my YSL jean slingbacks. So next up is a purchase from Bicester Village, and it was actually my first time visiting Bicester Village. Yes, my first time visiting Bicester Village, but there's a first time for everything. Back to my purchase, as you can see, it's another YSL purchase. So let's unbox this. I really do love the bag that it came in. I just love the overall aesthetic of YSL. They have such a beautiful aesthetic. So as you can see, it's a pair of shoes. I saw this in the YSL outlet store at Bicester Village, and I really, really liked them. Now, I have sort of like passed on them whenever I've been, let me take one out, whenever I've been browsing online, but I never really looked at them properly until I was in store, and I absolutely fell in love with them. So here they are. I'll take this out. So I'll just show you one pair for now. So these are the sandals that I purchased. I absolutely love them. First and foremost, they're black, obviously, all black, and it's got the YSL logo right there at the front. And then it's got a very, very tiny little heel and these three straps, and then this one that goes around the back of your foot. I actually purchased this in a size 39.5. This was the closest size to my size that they had in stock, and it worked out for the best because these shoes are very, very narrow, and like I said, or like I've said multiple times, my feet are very, very wide. And so the one that was on display was actually a UK size 5. I tried it on, and in terms of length, it fit fine, but when it came to the width, my feet looked uncomfortable in them, and I knew that if I was to go for them and continue to walk in them, I would get uncomfortable to the point where if and when I was to take them off, I would probably have the straps sort of like embedded in my skin and the YSL logo, if that makes sense. That's how tight the width was, but the length was fine. And my feet are a bit funny like that. So when I asked the sales rep or the sales advisor what sizes they had, and she checked on the system, they had a 6.5. I tried them on. They were much more roomy in terms of the width, which I like as well, because some brands, all you will get is the difference in length, but in terms of the width, it would still remain the same, and it felt much more comfortable. So I ended up getting these. Now, I believe these retail for around like 700, 760 price mark, but I was able to get them for 360. Yeah, so I actually got them for 360, but I think they retail for around 7. I've seen some for like 8, but typically I see it for around like £700 plus. So I absolutely love these, and I can dress up with these as well, and I can wear them, just for casual days, which I absolutely love. I'm happy as well, once again, because I got it in black, and I do have some black sandals. I'll show you guys in a second. They're from Zara, but it's got the fur, and I actually had to take those to get them fixed because one day on our way home from church, the strap just ripped. the strap ripped out of nowhere. And that's why I always say I prefer to invest in luxury shoes, because I've never had issues when it comes to the quality and the longevity of the shoe. But I've had some terrible experiences with, I would say, Zara bags and Zara shoes. So I don't tend to waste my money in that department. But yeah, these are the YSL I was about to say heels. These are the YSL flats. Let me take out the other one. So here they are together. I probably should have worn like a white top so that all the black on black wouldn't be would be more visible. But here they are. Absolutely love them. So gorgeous. Next up, I have a purchase from Coach, and this was also from Vista Village, and I haven't actually opened it since I bought it. So I'm gonna open that with you guys now. So as you can see, it's a tiny accessory. And I must say, I was impressed with the overall service at the Coach store. The customer service was really, really good. They had a lot of sales reps around to help people because they were quite busy in there. And they also had some really nice bags and accessories and stuff for both men and women. So that was good to see. Oh, this is packaged so nicely, but I have to take it out anyway. So here it is, and it is a bangle. Just gonna show you guys what it looks like. So at the start of the year, again, when I posted my luxury wish list for 2025 video, I believe I included the just include bracelet, either the ring or the bracelet. I can't remember because I actually want both on there. And I still have my eye on it, of course, but I don't think I'm going to purchase that this year. But that's fine. You can always carry your wish list into the following year. You should never like put pressure on yourself or rush to buy things on your wish list. That to me just doesn't make any sense. And so I'm not really someone that's into jewelry that much, but I'm trying to get into jewelry, and I explained that a little bit more in that video. And so when I came across this, I thought this is really nice. It kind of reminds me of the Cartier bangles, but obviously without the Cartier price. And I have quite a few Coach bags in my collection, and I vouch by Coach. They are a great brand with great quality and great prices as well, especially if you're able to get them during a sale at a discounted price or at an outlet store. So I ended up going for this, and I believe it retailed for around £59, which I think is a very, very, very good price. So, and it's rose gold, as you can see. It's really nice, it's really minimal, and I just plan to stack it with more dainty necklaces and maybe like a ring or two. I'm not really into that whole maximizing my stack of bracelets or jewelry or necklaces or anything like that. So maybe like one dainty necklace and maybe two or three rings would be fine for me. It has a clasp at the front and it just opens like that. And then you oop, pop it on. There we go. There we go. So I like it, and I really like it against my skin tone. I think it looks really nice. So it's really nice, really minimal, really simple. It did come in a silver color as well. I was kind of tempted to get the silver because I am trying to get into silver jewelry or accessories a little bit more. But I was just like, no, I know I'm going to pick up the gold one a lot more than the silver. And it also came in just a normal yellow gold as well. So this is also another great purchase. Speaking of Coach, the next purchase is probably one of the most recent purchases, and this is my Coach Kisslock frame bag. I absolutely love this bag, and I done an unboxing on it, which I shared on this channel. So I will link it down below in case you missed it. And it was received so well by so many viewers, which I appreciate. I absolutely love this bag. And to be honest, since I purchased it, I haven't put it down. When I did go to Vista Village, I actually carried this bag. And whenever I'm going out running my errands and all that good stuff, I pick up this bag. It's got so much space in here. It's so roomy. I'm not going to go into too much detail in this video because, like I said, I have actually dedicated a whole separate video to this bag, which will be linked in the description below. But I absolutely love this. this is the type of bag that I would actually purchase in another color. I do like the brown sort of color, and I also like the pink one. The pink one, I don't think I would wear or pick up that much, but the brown one, most definitely. It's currently still out of stock for UK consumers, so I will be keeping an eye out to see if it comes back in stock, and I will highly consider purchasing it because I love this bag so much. I have been using it with the strap, and I've just been wearing it over my shoulder, like, so. But I haven't actually worn it without the strap yet because I feel like I haven't really paired it with pieces that would require me to carry it under my arm. But that was one of the main reasons why I purchased this bag, because I saw how it was carried under the arm on the runway and celebrities carrying it and all that good stuff. So I am very, very, very much so looking forward to wearing it that way. But yeah, not much to say except absolutely love this bag. So, so happy with it. Such a great purchase. I feel like so far the cost per wear has just it's on a streak, a very, very high streak, and I will probably give you guys an updated video dedicated solely to this bag and let you know how it's going, if it's worth the price and all of that good stuff. But so far, so good. Next up, we've got another pair of shoes, and this was a purchase during the My Teresa sale. I will start off by saying this: when it comes to packaging, I feel like My Teresa does it best. I tend to shop a lot on My Teresa, Net-a-Porter. I can't remember the last time I shopped on Matches, but Satire and a lot of those sort of like online concession stores. And out of all of them, My Teresa has the best packaging for sure. Now, I have actually opened this item already, and I tried to put it back in a way that I could unbox it very nicely for you guys, but I just couldn't get it right. So we're just going to get straight into it. So if I just open up this box in here as well, because it's quite heavy, and then just going to rip the tissue paper. Okay, let's put this down. So as you can see, we've got another red box, and I would say throughout the year, yeah, I would say from last year to now, I am so, so, so into red boxes, Ferragamo red boxes. So these shoes I had my eye on for quite some time, but I wasn't sure which fabric to get it in. It does come in the patent and the suede. I was gravitating towards the suede because I feel like it gives more of a higher end feel and look. But in terms of maintenance and just keeping it clean and all of that good stuff and trying to avoid scratches and permanent marks, it is quite difficult with suede. So I ended up going for the patent ones. And here it is. So let me put the box down. So here they are. Let me take the tissue out as well. This is the Ferragamo Vidia or Vidia. I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but I'll pop the name on screen. Wedges or heels. These are so gorgeous. Look at them. Absolutely gorgeous. So beautiful. Love them. I was very much into wedges back in the day. And then I don't know what happened, but I just became a stiletto type of girl. But I'm so happy to see wedges at the forefront of fashion again. And hopefully it's not going anywhere. And like I said, I wasn't sure whether to get these in the patent or the suede, because the patent as well, it's very rigid and it's very, very tough. So in terms of stretching it out, it takes time. However, the patent is much easier to clean. I love the shiny look and feel. I don't think I've purchased a pair of like patent full shoes in a long time. So that was also a consideration. So it's got these two double straps that go across your leg at the front. I love the curve of the wedge. I've seen this style a lot with Ferragamo and Magda Bertram, and I absolutely love it. It just adds that extra bit of detail, that extra style. And again, very, very pointy shoes. I also love the roundness around here. I think it's very nice. The shape, it sort of like squares off around these sides, and it's just nice. It's really unique. These paired with some tights, absolutely beautiful. Or if you want to wear maybe full trousers and then just have the point sticking out, absolutely beautiful. I love these. And then the buckles are silver, as you can see. And then here's the bottom of the shoe. I love the shape. Are we seeing it? I love the overall shape of the shoe. Absolutely beautiful. And I think, again, these retail for a little over £700, but I was able to get them for, I think, up to 60% off, which I think is really, really, really good. So again, absolutely love these heels from Ferragamo. And I'll just show you the other pair. So here they are together. Absolutely beautiful. Now, the last purchase I'm actually excited about. I feel like I did actually save the best till last, and I didn't do it intentionally because I actually purchased this before the shoes that I showed you, the YSL flats, the Bista stuff, and the Coach bag. But these are a very, very interesting pair of shoes. And I feel like it's a bit of a Marmite moment. You either completely love these shoes or you completely hate these shoes. But I love them. And that's all that matters to me. So let's get into it. Is huge. Here it is. So I'm just going to take the shoes out. I'm not going to unbox everything that's in this massive box because I don't even think it will fit in the camera and my arms are not that strong. Okay, so I was going to dedicate a whole separate video to these shoes because back in the day, I used to actually do a lot of shoe unboxings, and they would literally be based on like maybe just one pair of shoes that I've purchased, and then I will go into a whole load of detail about the shoes, etc. But because I knew that I was going to purchase other things, I just thought, why not put it all in one video? Now, these shoes, I saw them at the start of the year. And when I saw them, I said, wow, these are gorgeous. It's such a unique piece, and it's something that will sit well in your wardrobe or your collection or your closet and look very, very beautiful. And if you style it very, very well, you will literally turn heads and you will just love it overall if you instantly love them. And so I went online looking for them. They were no longer in stock in the UK, in the US. The only place or the only country that I found it in stock was in Australia. And so I tried to purchase them on the Australian website, the Australian Ferragamo website, but it wouldn't allow me to obviously check out. It wouldn't ship to the UK. And so I contacted Ferragamo customer service on their Ferragamo website, and I asked them if they had these shoes available in the UK or in Europe. And they said to me that when they checked the system, they found two sizes um, in the UK at Bicester Village. Now, this is before I had actually visited Bicester Village in person. So they gave me the email address to the Bicester Village store, Ferragamo, and I emailed them immediately. And someone got back to me and told me that they did have one size available. Now, Ferragamo still confuses me a little bit with their sizing because I know it's Italian sizing. And even though I have other Italian brand shoes, such as my Cassade's, I still kind of get confused with Ferragamo. So I would just say the shoes were, I believe, a UK 5. And so I was like, this should be fine because I have shoes that are UK 5 that are full shoes. And so it should fit fine. And so I ordered them. I, placed my order, paid for them, and the shoes were shipped to me. I think they came within like a day or two. So the overall process was amazing. My personal shopper or SA, he's absolutely amazing. And I'm so happy that I found him or he found me, or, vice versa, etc., whatever. But when the shoes came, I was excited. I unboxed them, I tried them on, and they were so tight. So, so tight to the point where I couldn't even get up and stand in them. And that to me just makes no sense at all whatsoever. And so I contacted him and I said to him that unfortunately, I'm going to have to send the shoes back because they are way too tight. And he said to me that they do have another size or two more sizes in stock. I believe in Italy or something like that. I think it was Italy. Yeah. So he said to me that they could order that in store for me. And I said that would be great. So he arranged for the smaller size to be picked up. It was picked up the next day. And then he said to me, once the shoes come back, once the shoes are in store, he will send them out to me. Absolutely fine. So I became a little bit impatient. You guys, long story time. So I became a bit impatient. I was constantly messaging him, hey, are the shoes in stock? Have the shoes arrived yet? He was like, no, they haven't arrived. It's showing on the system that they're still, in Italy and it's on its process here and all of that kind of stuff. But he was like, don't worry. Once they come in, I will notify you and I'll ship them out to you immediately. And I will also let my colleagues know as well. So I was like, great, that's fine. So months, I think maybe 2 or 3 months went by. 2 or 3 months went by. And then I actually forgot about the shoes. And then he messaged me and he told me that the shoes had finally arrived in the store. And I said to him, could you send me the biggest size? So he was like, yes, that's fine. And I said, keep the other size as well, just in case they're too big. I didn't want him to send both of them because I had already paid for one and I just didn't want to pay for an extra one, even though I would have got a refund and all that kind of stuff. So he sent the shoes out to me and then they arrived. I tried them on and they fit perfectly. So that's the little yet long story time behind these shoes. So now let's get into it. I haven't actually seen anyone with these shoes except Tracy Ellis Ross. Let me just take both of them out. Are you ready, guys? 3, 2, 1. Ta-da! I have to laugh because I know that a lot of people who probably haven't seen these shoes and you're watching this video, you're going to think, what is that? It looks like I'm holding pom poms, go team, go team, go. But these are the Ferragamo Leone or Leone shoes. And basically, this is ostrich fur. So let's just call them the Ferragamo fur shoes. Absolutely love these guys. Let me put one down. Absolutely love them. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to carry up the fur so that you guys can see the actual shoe itself, because you cannot, if I don't do this, you cannot. So here's the shoe. Here's the heel. I love how arched the heel is. Here is the shoe itself. It's a pointed shoe. It's satin fabric. And that's the bottom of the shoes. It's very much got the same shape as the wedges that I just showed you guys. And then once you drop that, you've got the ostrich fur that just sits right on top of the shoe. Also, there's this little bit of a stretch fabric that they've placed around the shoe. Let me come much, much closer. So I want to show you guys every bit of detail. So as you can see, that's a little stretch fabric there. And what that does is, I think it just helps you to sort of slip your foot into the shoe, and it sits very, very nicely on your skin as well. And it actually feels very nice and comfortable. The heel height is not too high. So these shoes are very, very comfortable for me. But I absolutely love them. Like I said, I've only seen Tracy Ellis Ross with them, and I think she was wearing, there's another color, sort of like a brown, reddish color. I'll pop a picture on screen, and she's a style icon to me and to many others. So she styled them absolutely beautifully. But I love these. This is a love or hate moment. Now, I did see some comments online after when I purchased these. A lot of people were saying it looks like is it the Cookie Monster? Some people were also saying that it looks like a mop. Some people were saying that looking at the shoes makes them itch. There was just so many comments that were making me laugh. And some people just overall felt like these shoes are not practical. Now, I did think that at one time because of how much fur there is and how it drops. And it is very delicate as well. So if you're not careful, it pulls and it will just fall apart. And obviously, you don't want that. But because of how light it is, look at how much it shakes when I move it. And I'm not even shaking it that much. When you are walking, providing you don't wear this in like scorching heat. But even if you do wear this in hot weather, when you are walking, the fur blows back. The fur blows back. So because the fur blows back, you're not stepping on it, you're not tripping over it. No one is tripping over it either, providing you don't stand too close to people. It's absolutely fine when you're actually wearing them and walking around in them. So I feel like they did think of everything. I will say as well that this is an iconic piece. It's not typically a shoe that you would wear everywhere and anywhere. You would pick very, 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 very special occasions to wear these shoes. Or, you know, if you're working on like a huge project and you need some sort of styling and you want to create like an iconic moment with your outfit, then you would pull for this type of shoe. Besides that, I don't typically think that anyone would wear these to like every and any event. If you're attending fashion week, for example, this would be a great shoe to turn heads and to get the paparazzi following you everywhere you go. So that's it. Let me take the other pair and show you guys what it looks like together. So these are the shoes. They are very, very different. And like I said, it's an iconic like turn head moment where you can just put this on your shelf. I would say let this sit alone because it does deserve to sit alone. And you know, just admire it as well. Wear it, of course, because I am, but admire it as well. I believe these were from the fall winter 2024 collection or runway show. So they are no longer available to purchase. Like I said, when I was looking for them, they were only available in Australia. And so they are no longer available to purchase, but maybe on the resale market. I haven't even seen them on the resale market, funnily enough, but maybe on the resale market, or maybe if you contact an outlet store in whatever city or country you're in, they might be able to source them for you. But I'm not exactly sure. But I'm really, really happy with this. It's been a long time since I purchased a very unique, out of the box, out of the norm type of shoe. The last time I did was, in my opinion, my D squared heels, which are these ones. This is a very, you know, turn head type of moment. And this was purchased in 2015. So it's actually been 10 solid years since I made a out of the box purchase, I would say. Now, I can't remember how much they were full retail price. I believe they were around £1,300 or something like that. But I was able to get them at a discounted price because they came from the outlet store at Bicester Village. So I'm very, very, very happy with those. Very, very happy. And I will show you guys how I will style them as well, because like I said, I know it's not everyone's cup of tea. So I would really, really love to show you guys, out of all the pieces, how I would style these shoes, because not everyone would know necessarily what to do with them and how to wear them. So that's it for this video, guys. I hope you have enjoyed it. I hope you found it useful, informative, and I hope you liked the pieces that I shared with you. I don't think I've missed anything out. I'm looking at a huge mess on the floor here, but I believe I got everything that I was meant to get in this video. But if I didn't, I will come back and I will show you guys some more pieces that I missed. Or if I do make some more purchases, of course, I will show you guys in a separate video. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. Hit the thumbs up button if you enjoyed this video. Comment down below. Let me know what your favorite piece is from this luxury fall haul. Like I said, everything was black except the bangle. Everything literally was black in this video. So I'm going to be wearing a lot of brown, a lot of black, a lot of dark hues during the fall winter season, because black is my favorite color. Share this video with anyone that you feel will enjoy this type of content. I appreciate you guys so, so much for always coming back, and for new viewers taking the time out to watch my videos. I will see you in the next one, and thank you once again. Bye.